I don't have much introduction because you already know me and know each other for some time. But I just want to go straight to business of the day. So, yeah, you've been a producer for over a decade, if not up to 2 decades now, close to 2 decades. And you have laid your hands on both the English language and indigenous languages. You've produced few ones that I know of: Adesua, Obama, King Batu, Otere, Ikumeyin, and host of others. Can you say this has given you that desire, the desired joy in terms of commercial production, in terms of commercial values and awards?
Well, I'll just correct some of the names we were trying to call, especially the ones that are mine and some other assertions. I just celebrated 20 years behind the camera, with my first film being an indigenous language movie in Igbo language. I am a pan-Edo person. I'm extremely very passionate about where I come from, because I understand that the instrument that I hold, which is motion picture, is capable of doing so many things, both negative and positive. So I have chosen to take my craft and largely rest on the positive, how I can use my arts to better the lot of my people and propagate our culture, celebrate it, and sustain our language. So that saw me in the year 1999 going into the production of some language movies in Edo, where I come from. Some of the titles, not limited to these ones mentioned, include Otere, O-T-O-E-R-E, Otere, meaning another man's land. This movie was conceptualized as a result of the perennial land tussle, which is land scammers, land speculators, people that go to steal other people's land and sell. It was becoming a major problem. This monoless menace that you have in Lagos is almost everywhere in Nigeria, and it was very prevalent in my place that people that weren't doing anything just sit at home and say they are landowners, they are the landlords of the area. If you are buying land, you must come and settle them for you. It was becoming a major problem, which I equally encountered. So as a filmmaker, I said I need to document this. I need to talk about this. I need to bring this to the fore. And that's a very successful film that I made titled Otere, Another Man's Land, and it was very successful in my language. I also did another one very closely titled Ikuemiti, I-K-U-E-M-I-T-I-N, Ikuemiti. And I was motivated to make that work after I made a very successful blockbuster called August Meeting, which was an Igbo culturalized story frame. When I saw that script, I laughed. Do you know that this thing is also happens in my place, where in the name of social gathering, social meeting, some women negate their duty at home, and they are so focused on these social activities. They do dance, they do music, they do all kinds of things to the neglect of their family, and before you know it, immorality begin to creep in. I made that film Equality, which also turned out very successfully. I did Obama. Obama is a political statement when the issue of godfatherism was eating deep into the fabric of Nigeria, and particularly my place, Edo, that no matter your qualification, no matter what, no matter your intention, if you do not have some certain men to endorse you and go give them money, you ain't going nowhere. So I made a movie titled Obama. O-B-A-M-A, Obama, which means I coined it from the word Arioba. We say Arioba is called government. That is the meaning of Arioba in my place, government. So we say when those in government are good, the people rejoice. So I made that film, Obama, when the government is good, the people will rejoice. So in terms of commerciality of these works, some have been extremely very commercial. Terror was very successful. Equanimity was massively very successful because everybody could relate with it, and others. But I do not just make film primarily because I want to pursue commercial viability or sources of it. I make film because I have some statements. So in time I want to make, like Obama, for instance, during the last campaign, I saw a young man who came in from America who wanted to become a House of Rep member. I said, you know, I ran into your film. I'm using it as my campaign material. I'm telling you, you made so good the messages that were in that work. And so for me, that's what filmmaking is all about. How do we use our movies to change society? The ones who cannot change, let it be said that somebody made this statement. Let it be said that this vice, this ill of the society, somebody took note of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very good one, sir. I am highly impressed that you are fulfilled because you wanted to make a statement and the statement was actually made.
Right.
Yeah, with the advent of technology and social media, do you think this has added value to Nigerian film industry or it has marred it?
Oh, it has added a lot of value in social media. Then we used to have this monopolistic advertising approach to our films. Right now, even while the film is being made, people are sharing their trailers on YouTube. People are going on Facebook. So I think it has really added. It has put our work out there more. We can reach more people than we used to. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a very great one. But considering it from the angle of piracy, don't you think it has a negative effect on our jobs?
Well, before social media became this popular,
yes,
piracy has always been there. Piracy has been there from the beginning of the industry. It should be. I think it's going to continue. How do we curtail it? How do we use the social media now to really motivate? I don't want to use this opportunity to tell Nigerians that, like some Jewish guy said, the problem with the black man is that we are just consumers. Two men have made very strong statements about Africa, about black people in these past 2 weeks. One is Donald Trump that said the black man is good for nothing other than consuming, eating, and having sex. The leaders steal money from their plate to bring it to America to come and invest and all of that. And all of us shouted blue mother. But I was angry because I felt, no, you shouldn't generalize. There are still some very hardworking Africans out there doing good for themselves. I choose to be one. That when I won my latest award, Best Director at the Zafar film, I shamed Donald Trump by saying that I'm winning an award for my sweat, for my work, for my creativity, means it is a shame to him. But another man, a Jewish man, just said, and I'm taking that to the bank, said the black man will only consume. We only consume. We don't know how to make wealth. We don't know how to generate wealth. Somebody just makes 10,000. The next thing he wants to go and buy shoe of 8,000 so that his friends will clap at it. That we don't know how to generate wealth. That people pack money from Africa to take to the colonial masters. Again, people that colonize them. That Africans don't know how to generate things. We go and buy Louis Vuitton, go and buy all of these big designer dresses. That's what we know. That for the Jews, their money exchange hands 18 times before the money can leave their community. I was touched. And I'm going to be preaching that. And I'm using this medium to tell Nigerians, Africans, that it is to your own bad if you do not patronize Nigerian films. Because this is our own, is our product, is our ingenuity. How can it grow if you do not see it as a patriotic doing to patronize it? Whether it is good, whether it's not good, just patronize it. The one that is making the bad one today may tomorrow make good one. But once we keep saying nonsense, go to the cinema, what is the consumption of Nigerian film? Zero. So it is not to your own applaud that you always say, I don't want to do Nigerian film, I don't want to do Nigerian. But when you see Omotola, you know her. When you see Genevieve, you know her. Where do you know them from if you are not watching Nigerian film? So these are the problems. Let us display patriotism. Let us display genuine commitment to the development of that which is our own. That is the way and only way we can be the people that we desire to be. So that I'm saying that because of Nigerian film, that we need patriotism. We need people to be encouraged to see what we are doing. Right now, our films are in the cinema, competing side by side. But the apathy of Nigeria, especially the young ones, against our works for some flimsy reasons should be discouraged.
Yeah, this is a very good angle to actually bringing back people to understanding that what is ours, and what is foreign. There is no way we can match the two. Well, thanks so much. I'm still coming back to that. But as a producer who has celebrated 2 decades, and I'm very sure before you actually celebrated 2 decades behind the camera, you must have had some certain tutelage, certain exposure before you actually became a man behind the camera. Yeah, sir, from your experience, how else do you think we can manage piracy in this country to the barest minimum?
You see, unfortunately, this is a society where I am the man who will go and look for the story I want to tell. I am the man who will go and look for money. I am the same person who will go to the field to film it. I will go about find how to mass produce it. I am the man who will go and sell it. I am the man who will advertise it. This is part of the problems that we have. If we get more people, more professionals coming into taking professional areas, while the film is still being made, there's somebody already strategizing on how this film is going to be sold, looking for the target audience and what have you. I'm sure that piracy will be defeated. Because these guys are reaching on the fact that our distribution system is very weak and porous. The distribution system is not far-reaching enough, and as a result, they just want to take advantage. And they're also knowing that the quality of some of these films had improved. Some of our films, you can match them side by side any Hollywood film as we speak, depending on the story that anyone is telling. So they are taking advantage of that, and also taking advantage of the fact that as far as the pirates are concerned, the watching and commitment by government upon intellectual property were other than when there's a workshop or seminar, they come and say the same thing they've been saying since I was born. They know there's no commitment to genuinely eradicating or at least suppressing. That's why people openly, now you know them, they know their shops, they know where they live. So when you take them to the police station, before you leave there, they are leaving. They would have been released and all of that. So it is going to be difficult. It's going to be difficult. It's going to be really, really difficult. We just pray God. My movie the other day, I was planning to Invasion 1897, planning to release it. But I got a security report that somebody has already printed the jacket just waiting for me to release so that I can mass release it. So this is the situation that we found out. I have a letter to my effect. that a petition that somebody would, but who do you go and give the petition where you're going to get happy? They tell you, oh, these people, they are here, they know what's going on. So it's such a terrible thing. So I fear, and I fear.
May God help us. Sir, let's look at the low purchasing power of most Nigerians today. And subscription to DSTV and other allied paid TV. How has it affected the profitability of the movie industry?
Oh, greatly. Though every other place around the world, the business is like this.
Oh, they might. Well, I have to pause.